testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, cool. All right, so we're watching NQ for the buys. Here goes market open. We're looking at the zone right here. Looking for a tap into here. Confirmation signal. Take it up. Um, regardless if I max TP today or not. Oops, sorry guys. Regardless if I max TP today or not, I will not have the combine passed. So our emphasis will be on focused on taking a really good trade. And now we're tapping into our zone. So let's see. I can start to watch this on the 5 now and see how it develops. But this is pretty much the final stage that I'm anticipating price to undergo before we continue higher to clear out these highs here, right? And then once we clear out those highs, anything is fair game because up here is a valid supply. So what can happen is we clear this out, we come back down, and we go up again. It's very possible we blow through the zone, right? We could sweep out this low entirely, right? Still play off of this zone here, and then go up, which would honestly be an even better play. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what ends up happening. We're gonna monitor the session for this play here, and then gold. Similar kind of scenario. Gold on the 1 hour is a bit more clear what I'm looking for. So we just been in a bullish trend on gold, right? If I zoom out here, you guys kind of see I got this arrow, which is pretty much denoting the fact that we've been in a bullish trend. And it's characterized by this push up here, this push down, we have this push up, right? So within that, since this is our last push that was created, we study what's been going on in this push. Well, within this push, we had a low, a high, a low, a high. So now we're following the fractal push that was last created for continuation, right? So if we zoom in, it's clear as day on the 4 hour where our OB is right here, right? Clean area where I'd look to take continuation. And actually, if I was on a live account, would actually swing this from here to the high. Not saying that it would come take it out, but I would look to swing it at least to this supply right here, gap right here. If prices got into the zone before continuing higher. Now, you know, if you guys go to 1 hour, you see we kind of took out this last candle, stick liquidity here. So those of you that understand how the algo works knows that we can actually start going back up. Um, and so much that we can actually come take out the highs. Now, am I anticipating that? No, but I know it's very much an option. There was no liquidity created within this leg here, so the liquidity needed to really go back down is up here or above these candles here. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch NQ because the market open. I don't want to miss a trade, but look at NQ, right? It might just want to continue short. It might just want to continue short. So this is where I start to reevaluate, right? Go back to the 4 hour and understand what's happening, right? So we've pushed up, right? And this created our last trend to the top side. But we have to look at the price action from an algorithmic lens, okay? We know that this zone, this daily demand is actually resting at fractal equal lows or trend line liquidity here within these two candles, right? If you go to lower time frame, that becomes trend line liquidity here. So that's the reason why I was never a big believer in it in the first place. So what can happen is we just continue short, right? And we just continue to wipe out all the liquidity within this leg here, right? Which means we can get as far as down here on the session. Um, so if that's the case, I'll be patient and waiting for a sell, like a retracement kind of play. Because now that we're breaking through, there's no imbalance, so we should come and clear out this low, right? So there was really no catching that. Um, there was no catching this, right? So you got to be patient and letting something else develop. It might take, a longer time to show up, but that's fine. But let's go back to reevaluating price action so we know what we're looking at and why we're looking at it, right? So it's important to understand market cycles, right? And the last major break of structure happened right here, right? And we haven't really had a big move down or a healthy correction down. before the continuation. Now, I'm not saying that we will see this big a correction because, if we start to see a correction this big, that pretty much is a reflection of like the market crashing in a way, right? That's what it'll be headlined as on the news. Market crashes, 40% pullback or whatever. But, investors just know this is really just a pullback. We kind of clear that out, start playing off the imbalance, and we go higher. So, not saying that that's what's going to happen. What we need to understand is when we look at it from a price action and phase model, right? We kind of had our build up. This is kind of just how I reprice. We induced this low. We trapped all the sellers. We took price to the top side, right? We have not had our retracement yet. So we need to investigate price action to see is price setting up for potential retracement, right? Well, it is the end of the month. It's the last day of the month. End of month profit taking is a thing, right? And when I look at this price action model, look at all this liquidity we built here, right? And we took out this high, right? Then we aggressively stopped, trapping all the buys who thought it was going to continue from here. Now we've moved down. We've moved back up into supply, and we seem like we're moving down. So what can happen? We can come and liquidate another low. Now we just talked about how this low rests at trend on liquidity, so it makes sense to see price potentially just sell off and take out all of this. But if it takes out this, then it really should just keep going lower because nothing in here is is valid to take from. All of these zones rest at liquidity. We got liquidity here. We got liquidity in these wicks here, right? And there's no imbalance to really push price back up. So once we start to see the move down, we could actually start to see all of this price action get cleared, and the next area we can start to look for buys rests right here. So it's a really good play in terms of what's setting up here, and I'm aware that that can be the case. So when you go to the 4 hour and you look at this price action, you go to the 4 hour, you look at this price action. Look at this. Right? I'm gonna draw a box around it. For those of you that study Wyckoff, you see exactly what's happening here, right? Or Head and Shoulders or whatever. It's the same thing. It's all the same shit. Head and Shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Now we're going down. Like it's really simple. So I'm not gonna overcomplicate anything. Um, it's very possible we still go higher because we have this beautiful 4 hour zone here. So it's I'm curious to see how price will react once it gets here. Um, if we start to invalidate this area, then we're most likely going to continue lower. But I'm still looking for buys as long as we are above this zone here. And it's beautiful because what did we do? We took out liquidity. Perfect, right? We took out liquidity. We have a big move down. So that means that we can actually anticipate a big move back up. So we'll monitor this area. It could take as long as an hour for a potential entry to set up. But we'll monitor this area for something like this, right? And we look to take it up. Obviously, all this liquidity becomes areas that we could look to target. But being that I'm taking a challenge, I'm just looking to maximize my TP at 1500 for the consistency rule and finish my day, and that'll be that. So that's pretty much what we're looking for. Gold, I told you guys what I'm looking for. All right, so gold looks like it's holding up. Um, Probably about to come hunt this liquidity here. Probably gonna take this out before we start to see a retracement. And it could just continue up, right? We could come here, retrace, confirm this area, and just start to go. You know what I'm saying? I know that's one option that could happen as well. But the cleanest opportunity would be to see this happen, right? And then now we have liquidity we can target, right, for another pullback and see healthy price action going back into the supply, right? That might cause some movement back down. Maybe you even clear the low and then continue higher. So we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. I'm not really too fond of gold right now. NQ is the real prime setup, so this is what we're gonna watch. This is what we're gonna watch. So let me make sure. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. I actually don't have YouTube downloaded on my phone. I'm like on this protocol right now, like this focus protocol where I don't use YouTube on my phone. Um, and I plan not to use it the whole month of October. Just diving deeper into focus. Um, yeah, we want October is going to be our best month, so we're executing these protocols accordingly. And yeah, so here we go. Here we go. So yeah, it just becomes a game of patience. So I'm probably not gonna sit here and just watch the price action the whole time. So I want to see if there's. See, I don't really know how to use OBS like that, so I'm just gonna leave this alone. But let's see what's happening here. As you guys see, there's really no imbalance within this zone. All right, so we got an imbalance down here, and we got this zone right here that's swept liquidity. Right? Did it sweep? No, it didn't. So this actually is resting at equal lows. So I'm gonna draw this line out here. I'm gonna make it red. Make sure. Let me just zoom in one more time. Yeah, it's resting at equal lows. So just make it red. I hate this shit. Anything that forms below that line, before this line, invalid. Um, yeah, we can still continue off of that. And then what is the next area? This is the next area that leads to imbalance. So now I just kind of put this mark here and put that like that. And yeah, these are our two most important areas within the zone that we'll be watching. Now, do I expect price to go all the way down here? I actually don't, believe it or not. I think once it clears out this red line, we'll start to see an interesting model form. But this gets us really deep into the zone, clearing out, pretty important levels here with this low, right? This low swept and broke, and then it tested from here. So technically, the order flow resides here. So if we break this, it actually becomes not pretty exciting, right? But we know once we get down here in this area, we're guaranteed to see a reaction before either a continuation higher or, move back down. So here we go. All right, so gold is pretty much getting ready to attack the liquidity. All right, so it's taking it out. All right, so you know, this is pretty much an entry model that kind of formed, but not a trade for me. It's probably going to continue higher, right, to come and clear out this, and then once we get into the side of this supply, we can anticipate some kind of retracement, right, before the continuation. So we'll see what happens, but again, staying patient. Like I don't really need to take a trade. So all right, this is a pretty crazy reaction that we're seeing off of NQ. Um, and being that it's happening at equal load is important to acknowledge, but at the same time, on the 15, let's see what this is. Yeah, the 15 is equal low too. So ideally, we want to see it come. Okay, yeah, okay, so perfect. So now we've identified our refined zone that we actually want to see the trade play off of, and this is actually the area where we want to see a continuation occur. I'm not going to be stubborn and not take the trade if it, it doesn't come here. But ideally, the perfect setup perfect setup is off the sweep of this low and this red line, right? Then we start to see it develop from here. Pump, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, right? All of that's getting cleared. As you guys can see, we're accumulating. So yeah, just gonna be patient. So being patient is so important. You know, uh, yesterday was like I was patient the whole session until I wasn't. I was patient until my whole session until I wasn't. End of the session yesterday, um, I fucking took a bad trade because I felt like FOMO. I missed the initial main move that occurred, and that was off this initial buy up. I missed that, and it's not nothing to miss though, because there was no actual trade to take. It just happened, and I felt like I was missing something. So when price got right here with this bullish candle, I just executed. I'm like, okay, it's gonna continue higher. Took losses on it, and then I got back in long around here, took losses. Then I got in short because I'm like, okay, I see what's happening. What's actually happened is a distribution set up, right, in the form of this price action here. A distribution set up. So I got in short around here. I targeted this low, and that was that. But I lost a lot of accounts. I lost like 3 accounts yesterday. In the midst of doing that, so it wasn't a pretty sight, but it was a mistake that was made, and not gonna make it again today. So the biggest thing today is just patience, patience, patience. Because once we got here, I knew we were going short. It's like, oh damn, all I had to do was wait for the clear trade to set up. Like if nothing is clear, then you don't look to trade, right? Because my best trades are always clear. This was clear as day, right? Once we started kind of like it was clear as day. It was clear as day we were gonna go short. Why? Because we swept out this high, right? We swept out these highs here, and now we have to go lower, right? And then what happened on this push up? I noticed before we even got to the scenario where we kind of start trickling down, I had these equal lows marked out right here from this low to this low, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna come and clear this out because if we come back to this zone, it really shouldn't hold because it's resting at equal lows. So I said, if we're gonna go short, we're gonna come and attack this. So that's why I got out at this low, and as you guys can see, it ended up being the perfect target because once you got out from there, right, price started consolidating and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you could have targeted wherever you wanted to down here if you were holding, but you would have had to wait hours before your TP got hit versus getting in here and then getting out literally in an hour. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it though. Just watching NQ. Um, yeah, and I don't believe in the sells, so like it's gonna be hard to anticipate a move to come lower unless we do it off of this gap, right? We do it within this gap because if it comes back up here, it's gonna rinse this, it's gonna rinse this, and there's no way we see a move back down if it starts to get up here, right? Because all this liquidity is here, which means that we're probably just gonna run it all before we see a continuation, right? So I got a midterm on Wednesday, and this junk is low key stressing me out because like my econ class, I freaking professor is just hard to understand him, and it's like there's no like fluidity to the lectures, man. It just feels like he's there just talking the whole time. Like I don't feel like I'm really learning shit. And I try to listen, I really do. I sit there and I try to listen. That should be hard, bro. That should be hard. Now we got a midterm on Wednesday. That shit came quick. And it's like there's no clear directions on how to study for it. So I got I got the PowerPoint right here. I was studying before I actually queued up the stream and did my analysis and stuff. But it's as y'all can see, this junk is 153 slides long. So I'm gonna go through every single slide and just try to write as much notes as possible. But hey man, welcome to the life of a college day trader. You got to be able to balance both. And also, you know, balancing athletics too. Like tomorrow, uh, basketball tryout. Like it's gonna be my only tryout. Long story short, I missed the first two because I wasn't clear to play. But now I can show up on Wednesday. They have like runs and stuff where we play 5-on-5. And yesterday I played and I was killing, bro. I was really killing. And the players know. The players know like I'm winning them, but the coach don't yet. So, he told me like, yo, you could pull up. Um, He's like, yo, you could pull up on Wednesday, show me what you could do, but it's gonna be hard to make the team. And I'm just like, all right, like, fuck it. He telling me it's gonna be hard to make the team because he already know who he want. It's 24 guys, including me in the gym. He's only keeping 18, which means six guys are going home. And yeah, bro, the only way I get picked up is if I make it undeniably clear that he needs me. So, going into tomorrow, like, it's really just about being super locked in. Um, And that conditioning ain't no joke, yo. Even that first game yesterday, yo, I was winded, bro. But then I got warm, and then like my windedness just went away, type shit. But so let's see what happens, because I like this reaction. I really want to see a penetration through the low, because if we can come clear this out and we start to play off of this zone that I have marked out here, I know it's kind of hard to see you guys, but if you start playing off that, oh my gosh, that becomes the perfect setup. Easy money trade that can form off of that play, right? So I want to see this get cleared. And think about all the people who got in on a buy just because they saw that candle. You see, I'm gonna give y'all some real sauce. If you really want to focus on taking the main moves and not just trading off momentum, you have to look at the market as as a as an entity that moves in cycles. Okay, and if you notice, look at what happens before we see the big move in any market. Consolidation, sweep, right? Move down, or it's always consolidation, right? Sweep, then move. Consolidation, sweep, then move. It always happens that way. You can look at any big move in the market. There's always a consolidation, a sweep, then the move happens, right? So for you to be taking a buy off of this, mm, it's not enough yet. All we've had was a consolidation and a sweep. The move has not happened yet, right? There has not been. This is not enough, right? You only take this if what we're seeing right now ends up holding, but you don't take it off the first. You know what I'm saying? Off the first, reaction that we see. You got to see this develop. You got to see this hold. You got to see order flow get put into the market, right? If you start to see the wicks hold and new candles are forming that are closing above previous candles, now we can start to be interested in seeing buys continue. But just off the strength of this break of the candle model, hell no, hell no. It's still a bearish market. You know what I'm saying? Internally it's bearish. Obviously we're bullish, right? Because look at this. Huh, break up. So look at that. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Build up, sweep, move. It always happens that way. It always happens that way. So that's what we're looking for here. And when you look at it, when you're able to see it on different scales, it really helps you to get on the right side of the market a lot of the time. Look at this, right? Consolidation, sweep. Now what are we anticipating? The big move up. It's always happening. It's just you got to know how to see it and you got to know how to pair it with the right areas of interest. And that will give you confidence to really look at certain areas for trades with conviction, right? So really nice that we're seeing the sell off. And it's like there's a very big chance, right, that we just continue selling off, like clearing out this area, clearing out the lows like we talked about. You know what I'm saying? And this distribution that we talked about actually ends up playing out where we come and clear out all of this, right? And the sell off, the bearish trend starts, right? Because once we get down here, oh yeah, none of this is holding. I can put my money up, bro. If this holds, bro, I'm not gonna trade for the rest of the year. But Yeah, if we get down here, this trend line is likely going to get killed. And yeah, just have your money on the sidelines ready to. This is not financial advice. I'm talking to myself, but be ready to fucking invest. You know, and looking at this play, right? Like this could have been. So now, as a seller, now the only thing that's actually happened is as a seller, this now becomes an area. If it comes back to, you look for a continuation because you're anticipating this zone that we're inside of to fail. But because I'm aware that we can still go higher, I'm not gonna just look for sales off rip. However, based on what the 4 hour is telling me, that might have to be the play. But nonetheless, we took out liquidity here. We took out liquidity here, right? And now we're trying to see if we can actually buy up from here. So I'll just put shit. Record this, right? Simple as that. Get a type 2 sweep. I can delete all of this, right? Want to make the model easy to understand. I can just put boom to bottom. And as you guys can see, the wick is coming in, which is really nice. And I just record this in my journal here. So for where it says setup, I just paste the image. So when I go back, I don't even need to open up the page. I could just go to my table. I could just go to my table. Whoops, I put the setup shit in the wrong shit. Whoops. Sorry guys. I can just go to my table, right? And where it says setup, I don't even need to open up the page and see all the details of the journal. I just go here, click the image, and I know exactly what I was looking at. So just being patient, guys. Just being patient. And ideally, you know, I'm not gonna watch the 5 minute too heavily, only because the 15 minute is the best time frame to really monitor for good trades. If I'm being honest, the 5 minute is the best for entries and sniper entries and most precise entries. 1 minute obviously is the most precise, but like 1 minute is also the least reliable. The most reliable time frame for sniper entries and reliable confirmation is the 5 minute time frame, right? And then the 15 minute is literally the most reliable time frame for the highest probability entry. Like the highest probability entries form on the 15 is something that I noticed. So it just the 15 will sometimes provide entries that are not snipes, right? You might have a big ass stop loss. And that's why you gotta kind of know how to dance between the 15 and the 5. It's almost like you're playing a game. Like right now, because the 5 is literally just looking cleaner, it really makes sense to monitor the 5. But at the same time, monitoring the 15 kind of helps you see the picture from a more clear perspective, right? These candles are still bearish. So the bearish price action actually still is in play. But we like the wicks, right? We like the wicks. We like to see rejection off of our zone. We talked about how we wanted to see this red line get cleared. That's the reason why we didn't react when we saw the initial move up. So so now we're kind of penetrating up pretty hard, right? These are big candles, right? These are really big candles. So this is really what we want to be seeing. Now, this is where trading becomes challenging, right? Because if this starts pushing up, right, then it's like you missed the move. And that's what makes trading hard because you have to be okay with being right and not taking a trade. That's the reason why I lost yesterday because I was right to anticipate prices to continue higher off of this sweep. And I have it in my journal. I got it in my journal. I was right to anticipate price to continue higher off the sweep. But I didn't have to take the trade. I didn't have to look to continue that bias and take a trade. I thought price was going to continue higher, but once my targets got hit, which was right here, pretty much, I said once this high gets hit and once this high get hit, I got to reevaluate price action. I can't just say it's gonna come take this out. Yes, these are resting at equal highs, but we know once we take out the last point in liquidity in a market that left behind in balance, it's guaranteed to always cause a movement back down or a movement in another direction. And I kind of lost sight of that because I was so concentrated on catching or being the continuation in the move. And then, I took a bad trade. I took this in the third stage of my entry model when there's five stages to it. So this was a scenario where I was right about what would happen, but no trade actually presented itself until, right, we saw this. So, man, you gotta really be patient with this shit. You really do. Like I know there's a possibility that I don't get a trade. And because these candles are forming and they're huge, I'll watch the 3 minute. The 3 minute is probably the cleanest time frame right now in terms of price action. Look at that. We swept the equal lows out. Huh, huh, right? This is what we're looking for. We know we're gonna come clear this, rinse this. All of this is gonna get rinsed. Like we'll see what happens though, because this could easily just be a continuation to go down. So I'm watching it for a buy because it lines up. Right, we swept out liquidity here, then we swept out liquidity here. So you know for sure if we do end up going higher, this high's got to go. But what makes this a cool play is that because this is all resting at liquidity, technically, right, we should see all of it get cleared. Now, what can happen is we can, because all this is also super close in proximity, it's like we might clear this, come and test this high, and then we may see a small move down and then just take it all out. So being patient, guys. Um, the old me would start entering the trade right now, right? Right now, I'll start entering the trade. Yeah, this is a big ass stop loss. I won't lie, guys. Yeah, this is a big ass move, but I know that price is not in the final stages of the actual price action cycle that occurs when we see main moves occur. If it decides to go without me, then I don't take a trade and I end my session and I go back to studying. Simple as that. But if the price action model plays out perfectly, then we will see a retracement, whether it be in the form of candles, whether it be in the form of structure. We will see a retracement. So I'm gonna be playing the market based off of that. So what can happen is we can come and take out this high, right? Do I expect a big reaction from here? Not really, but I know once we come in, we can see a retracement. Maybe we come and clear out this and we continue higher. So that's what I'm watching for. So we cleared out the high now, right? Let's really mark that off so we understand that we're playing off of a break now, right? We swept down a high. Let's see what happens. 5 minute, change of character, whatever you want to call it, break of structure, whatever, right? Now we want price to come back inside this candle and give us confirmation that we're going to continue higher from here. That's the only way I'll take the trade now. That is the only way I'll take the trade. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You see, guys, trading really can be simple. And I'm glad I queued up the stream because I needed to do this for this added layer of accountability. But also, like, me talking on stream is also another way for me to kind of coach myself out loud in real time versus being quiet, you know what I mean? And just watching this shit on some in the shadows, like just watch. Like, I'm trying to say, like, when you actually are talking yourself through this shit, it really helps. And I noticed that this doesn't just apply to trading. When I was playing ball yesterday, I was tired as hell that first game. Second game, I got one. Third game, I'm loud. I'm talking. I'm getting a bucket. Like, this shit was just like, damn. I don't know. It's like talking helps breed more confidence. And I think it's a really healthy thing to do when you're participating in a competitive environment, communication, whether it's self communication, whether you're communicating with an audience, whatever, you got to be able to really have that fire to just coach yourself. You know what I'm saying? Coach yourself. It's always been my thing. Never had no training or none of that. Shout out to B Hood. B Hood was my trainer, but like never had none of that. You know what I mean? It was always coaching myself. It was always self taught. It was always going on YouTube and learning. All right, so you guys see now why taking the trade off of the momentum would have been a bad play. Because look, now we're getting the retracement into our gap. So let's see how we hold this up. Let's see how we hold this up. I'm watching a 3 minute because this is a very big move that's occurring, right? But that's just the hint that we really should be getting ready to go higher. Now, could we come lower? Absolutely. But being that the displacements that are happening are huge and it's to the upside, that means that where we at now will likely be the low that'll allow us to swing this, clear this out. Now, once we get back into this area of supply, we more than likely will see a move down because we have cleared all this liquidity, so we have the fuel to come back down. But after that retracement, we should see this high go. And now that becomes a whole new price action model that was created, right? And then we talked about what we talked about consolidation, move through. Look how that connects, move up. So it's all just a price action cycle kind of thing. But you got to be able to know how to restructure, pair it with liquidity and all those different things for these ideas to make sense and come together well. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Chat, if you following, I need you to type in the chat. Like, you know what I mean? Put a one in the chat if you following. You feel me? I know there's one other person watching right now. I appreciate you. I really do. I mean, I don't even do this for like for cloud. I don't care if people join or not. I'm literally doing this for myself so that I can trade better. But if you in the chat right now, say what's up, man. Say what's up. Say what's up. I appreciate you for showing up. I really do. All right, so look at what happened on the one. We took out this. We know none of these supplies are gonna hold. The gap held. So now this is where watching the one can become worth it because you can find the best entry in terms of precision and the fact that this is a big move and big displacement. The best entry may actually form on the 1 minute, but the best confirmation is going to form on the five, is going to form on the three. So we're inside a demand zone and we're trying to see if we can confirm this zone. We're trying to see if we can confirm this zone. And the real key is to take the easy money trade, not to get in prematurely, right? So you can watch this on the 1 minute and see if a fractal accumulation forms. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because if a fractal accumulation on the 1 minute forms, that becomes your early signal that like, yo, we're going back up, right? Because that fractal accumulation might look like, you know, wicks in the form of the 5 minute and the 3 minute. But yeah. Our goal isn't to be early to the party though. Our goal is to actually be the last ones to get into the trade. Because if we're the last ones to get in, that means that we got in at the final stop before price is just ready to take off. I really hope all this is making sense right now, and I'm really looking forward to running the stream back because I feel like I'm cooking right now. I really do. I feel like I'm cooking. I don't want to be talking the whole time, but if I got to, I will. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna help me trade better, then I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. So how's this looking on the five? How's this looking on the 15? Look at this. The 15 saying yo. The 15 saying yo. We actually might be continuing lower, but it's like not quite because this wick is insane. And now this becomes actually an accumulation model in itself, right? Swept. want my charts to look as simple as possible, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put the low for where the zone and validation point is, and that's really all I need to see. I don't need to see the box. I really want to simplify the way my charts look because I feel like it just makes me trade better. I don't really want much on my charts. So yeah. So this is let me just put simple as that. Like really making this shit so simple that it's like it kind of it's almost like it's like damn it can be this simple. But yeah, so 15. So you see the wicks. Um, all right, so this is what I mean by the fractal 1 minute model. So let's see what happens here, right? See what happens here. Now, the only way you take the fractal 1 minute model is if it breaks up, it tests, right? It's still the same things you're looking for. You're just watching it on the one, right? Because the wrong thing to do is to be taking it like this, right? If it starts impulsing and it starts closing, sure, great. It's still not a valid entry. You still need to see the proper things happen, right? All we've had so far is the move down and the move back up. We have not had the retracement and the continuation. We need to see that occur on the 1 minute. Okay. If that doesn't occur, it's not a valid entry because this could close bullish and then it's open up and just start keep going down. So we're not about to be premature. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient. We're trying to get a sniper entry, which means we need to be patient. Snipers are patient, right? May sound corny or cliche, but that's the reality. Snipers are patient. They don't take their shot until they're ready, until they got the signal that they've been waiting for. And this is really nice. I like how it's coming even deeper into the zone because now we can sweep out this last candle. Now it becomes something I'm really interested in taking if we start to see clear 1 minute confirmation, clear 3 minute, clear 5 minute, things of that nature. So let's see what happens. I like how it's rejecting. I like how it's rejecting. What else do we know about this play? We know that we created a supply off of the sweep of this high. We created a supply off the sweep of this high. What does that mean? That means that once we get up here, we're not going to just rush through this zone. It's going to cause a retracement before we continue higher, right? So, so we just got to be mindful of these things. We just got to be mindful of these things, right? Now we're playing off this 1 minute. I got so used to marking out and following price within this little thing, with all of this in your faces. My bad, guys. I don't mean to keep this in front of your face. I just like having it there because I like being ready to execute. But the fact of the matter is, right, we can watch the price action on full screen so you guys can get a full synopsis on what's going on. But y'all see what's happening here. Y'all see it's developing, right? All these look at that, look at that, look at that, right? Not gonna be premature though. This is just a move out. I still need to see the retracement back and then the continuation. So I'm not gonna get in yet. It's done up. I want to be the last person to get into this trade. I'm not even trolling when I say that. I actually want to be the last person to get into this trade. This is good. This all this is doing is confirming our bias. That doesn't mean we take the trade. Just because we're right does not mean we take the trade. We stay patient. Stay patient. And actually, it's 10:14. Session ends in about 45 minutes. So this is really good that the setup is forming now because I can log off after this and get back to studying. I'm literally gonna be studying the whole day. Like I'm not about to do anything else. And this shit is all getting me mad. Like I gotta go get some Red Bull or something because I don't feel like doing this shit for real. But gotta do what you gotta do, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, come on. Yeah. So sweet space three. And phase three is being confirmed in the form of an accumulation. So yeah, right. So now it becomes something I'm interested in. But even then, it's still not confirmed. But based on how this closed and now, you know what I mean? Now it becomes something I'm interested in. And what's crazy is I'm not holding for the year. Dog, all I need is 1 to 1.5 or whatever amount is going to get me 1,500 on the day. You know what I'm saying? So I could take it right here, but I'm gonna wait for the best entry because my job isn't to be early. Let's see what the 5 minute is doing. Okay, perfect. I like the five. I really like the five. I like that candle. I really do. 3 minute, there's no break of the candle. It doesn't break the candle. So we have to be patient. We have to be patient because yes, it's starting to show signs, but if we get induced into getting in early, right, when it gets up here and it comes back down and it potentially does this, we're gonna feel sorry. So nothing's clear. Like like if I'm looking at the chart, there's nothing like yo, I gotta take this. There's nothing. There's still nothing. Yes, we've gotten indication that we can continue higher from where we are, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm waiting for that signal that literally is like, yo, I have to take this, otherwise I'm going to miss it. That signal has not appeared yet. That signal has not appeared yet. We still got this zone that we need to play off of. So here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Because this is phase three of a whole new fractal model that's playing out right now. Right? It's a whole nother model that's playing out right now, which starts right here, right? Come down, uh, uh, move up. So what are we looking for? Move down to continue higher. Now it's happening in the form of candles. You know what I'm saying? And I really like how this candle swept out the previous one and now it's printing bullish. Okay, I really do like that. That's really nice to see. That becomes a fractal phase five if this closes bullish, and that becomes something that I could potentially take. That becomes something I could potentially take. Okay, perfect, perfect. So now it becomes an entry that I want to take. It's just moving so goddamn fast. Oh man, bro. See, that's the one thing about price is that it's gonna move fast. 15. Yep. This is really looking nice on the 15 as well. So it's really good to go. But I know entering right now would be the dumbest thing I can do because if I get in now and it starts pulling back, I'm gonna be mad, right? I'm gonna be mad. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. If I miss the trade, hey, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? I'll show back up tomorrow. There's gonna be more opportunity. But I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait, bro. We can at least test this candle here. I'd be happy to take the trade. Well, we'll see how this candle closes as well, because it's closing in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it off the close as well if it just closes bullish within the zone. But I know that, once it closes, okay, perfect. So now we're starting to see that retracement, right? Really down here, it becomes the area I want to enter the trade. So, perfect. So now let's be patient. Because I can enter it once it just comes down, or I could wait for the confirmation. Either or is good. Um, Either or is actually good. Being that I actually like this play, I'll probably just market execute once it gets back down to this area here. Stop loss isn't that bad, 118, 118 ticks. All right, here we go. Nice. Doesn't quite come to my entries. Looking to push down. All right, here we go, guys. So took it off the market execution. Let's see what happens now. It came back to my zone. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna target the high again in one more contract, just so I can make this like that. All right, cool. TP here, perfect. Stop loss here. We are now in the trade, fellas, and now let's see what happens. Delete this, delete this, delete this. We're gonna let this play out. See what happens. Where was my entry? For those of you wondering, it was off of the market execution of this OB right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but y'all peep how this 1 minute swept the previous candle and then closed bullish. I just took it off the open of that doji, right? I know that was the test. That was the phase 5. So that is how it's done. Now let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I feel like I'm in a flow state. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That was a crazy entry. I won't even lie. That was a crazy entry. I was looking on the 5, looking good on the 5. We're looking good on the 3. Yeah, so my entry point, I could have entered off the 3 minute zone. Okay, so the 3 minute would have been the best area to actually enter, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Stream, y'all saw it first, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all saw it first. That's all I gotta say, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I gotta say. Let's go. Let's go. So NQ. So this was a kill zone entry formed before 10:30. Um, time frame. We're gonna go M5, M1. We're gonna go M3, M1. All three of these time frames we use for entry. Now we entered on the M1, but we were monitoring all three of the time frames. Execution. Just paste this right here. So what do I do when I come review? I can look at the setup. Okay, this is what I was looking for, and then boom, I look at the execution. This is actually the entry that formed off of that. So really good stuff. Really good stuff. All right. So we get an interesting reaction out of this, but nothing that I'm worried about. In fact, I think it's a natural reaction, being that we're inside of the supply. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because the truth of the matter is, there actually isn't a confirmation to get into this trade yet on the 5. There actually isn't one. But when I look at the price action model on the 1, everything that we wanted to see was present. So, okay. And if this actually ends up selling off, that'll be crazy, right? Because if it starts selling off, then we could actually see prices continue lower on the day. And it'll make sense because end of month profit taking is the last day of the month. So, seeing sales come into the market would be a natural thing. I wouldn't be upset if this ended up being a loss. I think this was a good trade. But I guess this also highlights the risk in monitoring the lower time frame for, a sniper entry, like we talked about, right? Because on the 5 minute right now, there is nothing that's actually saying, yo, you should be looking to take a buy, right? If anything, it's starting to actually confirm for a sell. So I am prepared to exit the trade if I see a sign of reversal, but I know that the buy model, especially on the lower time frame, was definitely valid to enter off. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. Came deeper into the zone, respecting it so far. If we clear out that low, I'll exit the trade. If we hold the 1 minute zone, I'll stay in. Yeah, what I'll do is protect my risk by moving my stop here.
Order filled.
Okay. So now I'll look to get back in if I get a reconfirmation signal, but technically, according to where I got in, it really shouldn't have got there. Now, if it starts trucking back up, then, you know, then it starts doing that. But I had to do that because my point of entry was off of this OB. Therefore, it really shouldn't have came to invalidate. Yes, I have my stop here, but because I added a contract, I didn't want to run the risk of potentially holding a trade that could easily continue lower and take me out at a stop loss, right? I know that end of month profit taking is a thing, and I'm prepared to flip my bias just in case that price wants to go short. So good risk management, if you ask me. Let's see what happens now. See what happens because it can still go higher. Watching it on the 5 as well. What I can do is, yep, yep, okay.
Order filled.
So we're gonna put our stop here and TP to get that max TP. We probably need to target around what 2,000 around there. But just so I can record my stop loss for my first trade, just so that's in there. All right. So we ended up getting back in off the break of the candle. I was happy to be aggressive because I knew that we swept out liquidity, so that I know that this is the final area that we should come low to before we continue higher. So took it off the break of the candle. It moved fast. It pulled back aggressively. But if this fails, then I'm down. 13 something on the day. But regardless, I believe in the buy. I believe in the buy narrative. So that's why I took it. Took it off the break of the candle. Uh, and yeah, we're still within the 3 minute zone. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. 2033. how this is looking on the five, now I like it for a buy, right? So tough loss, right? Because my stop loss actually never got tapped, but I had to get out to protect my risk. You know what I'm saying? Because this could have easily kept going lower, but you know what I mean? It ended up holding up. I like the way this swept. I like the way this candle formed. Now let's see if we can continue higher. If it becomes a new trade, all we can do is we can just duplicate this. Um, Duplicate that and the first trade. All right, cool. So let's see what happens. As y'all can see, I executed with zero hesitation because I understood what was happening. Like some things I can't really explain, but like I understood what was happening, and yeah, I knew that that was just a sweep, you know. But I'm happy that I exited the trade. It sucks from a P&L perspective, but I'm happy that I took the initiative to exit the trade just in case, right? This wanted to continue lower because it could have done that. It really could have. And yeah, that was just something that I was aware of. You know, next time, do I leave the risk open? It's a tough judgment to make. It really is, right? But being that we started to see the bears price action come in, the 5 minute wasn't aligning bullish. Um, it was tough. It was tough to want to hold on to that trade. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, yeah, the 3 minute, yeah, like even this closing bearish, like that's a sign of reversal, especially if you're entering off the market execution that I did. This is a sign of reversal. So I did the right thing in exiting out the trade once it did this. I did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though my stop loss, my initial area where I intended to get out the trade wasn't hit, the fact that this kind of price action formed here was a sign that I didn't get in at the last point that price wanted to come to before the move down. Now, right after that, I said, okay, let's see what happens. We swept out this. Let's see if we can start to see a move back up. Now, as y'all can see, this price action is clear as day. This is a fractal accumulation. So once I kind of started to see the break of the candle form off the sweeps of this, like literally aggressively off the sweeps, hey, I've seen this pattern play out thousands of times. Caught entries off this millions of times. Been doing this since 2022. So yeah, man, it's one of those things that you kind of just know. And yeah, now it's just time to let the trade play out. So we're looking for around a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.3. So that's pretty much it though. Um, after this trade plays out, I'll log off, and yeah, that's that. That's what it means to trade in the flow state. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw how quick I was to get back in because I understood what was going on. And that only comes from really having mastery and belief in your system. And yeah, wasn't didn't even hesitate to put the two contracts on as well. Like it really, you can argue I was only supposed to put on one contract, but I went two because the risk model that I'm using to pass accounts is a high risk one. So if I had lost, then I would have to scale down my risk going into the next session. But I know that I was looking at a good trade, a good opportunity. So this is an A plus setup, you know? It's an A plus setup. So I'm just let the trade play out and see what happens. So natural price fluctuation that we're getting as a result of sweeping out the equal highs that were formed here. Right, we're still inside of this supply zone. So it makes sense. Nothing that I'm worried about though. Right, we've actually built order flow here, so now to see this get taken out would be crazy. It actually would be insane. But yeah. So I guess if I was watching this on the five, I could have just entered off of this candle. What about the three? Yeah, even the three. Well, the three doesn't do breaking a candle, but the five, you could just enter off of that because it breaks this previous candle, it sweeps it out, and it becomes a pretty nice entry. And then even if you miss it, right, maybe it comes back one more time, comes here, and then goes. Matter of fact, because I really believe in the play, I might just max TP this shit. I don't know. I'm not even trolling though, y'all. I don't think you should call it. Yeah, it is. A new credit card. Yeah. Because I believe in the play, I might just max TP it because we know it's coming to rinse this. We took out a low, so we need to come take out a high. So, fuck it. That should be it right there. That should get us close to 1400 on the day. Close to 1500 on the day. I only think, I was 33.4. If I did, damn chat, I ain't gonna lie. Looks like it's gonna be a stop loss. All right, fair play, fair play, fair play.
Order filled.
So trading it up not working out. It's probably gonna go lower now. Um, Sometimes it happens that way, y'all. Sometimes it happens that way. But I'm gonna catch y'all. I don't want to waste no time. I gotta get back to studying, and yeah, tough loss. Peace out, stream.